Alright, hi guys. Okay, first, I wanted to take like 2 seconds and thank you, Karen, for connecting with my grandma last night. Literally, the energy that you and Rodney had together, it was so amazing. I could just see you just getting revved up, and I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep. It was like the energy was literally coming out of the computer at me, and you validated everything that is going on up here. Everything. And it was like watching myself Ouija. I loved it. So thank you so much. That just means the world to me. It did. That really did. To see you, I want to Ouija with you. We need to do a show together. We need to converse. Everything you said, everything you did, it totally validated everything that's going on up here, and everything that's going on in my life, and with her, and what she's been telling me. So and I even had my parents watch it. I think they're still a little iffy, but for me, it's just the best validation that I've gotten. And coming from you, that means the world to me. That meant the world to me. So I don't know how I can actually repay you, besides just the love. It's the energy exchange. But it's seriously, I am just so grateful. You were gracious enough to answer my question. And that was just amazing. So all my fears are gone. Thank you. And your partner, you guys, it was so amazing. And that's exactly what happens when I put my hands on the planchette. It just starts going. I get my swipers. I saw how some of them swiped. They like to swipe over letters real quickly, and I completely love the way you Ouija. I can't thank you enough. You're a godsend to a lot of people, so thank you. And I saw your cat. Was that prancing around last night? So cute. But the message, it made perfect sense, and it was just, I felt good. I felt better. As you felt, I could see your energy starting to charge up and get, feisty. And that's how I felt during my Ouija sessions. And so since last night was so late, I actually had trouble sleeping because the energy was just so, but it was just, you know what I'm saying. So thank you so much, Karen. That meant the world to me. Okay, and then one more little thing. On my way home, or on my way into town, I had to go to the store. I turned on the radio. Adele, Hello from the Other Side. And specific lyrics, or specific lyric from each verse, just weave together with exactly what you said. Plain as day, right in front of me. I just needed that validation, and you did that for me. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm flustered. I don't know how to say thank you enough. I don't know. A card? I have to send you a card. I have something I want to send you. A good gift. So, and I know you love surprises. Okay, guys. Okay, today, that was my exciting news. Today I want to tell you guys about poppets. Poppets are very common in traditional European witchcraft. This is my poppet. It's not of myself. It is someone deeply that I care about, that I love, for healing. So what I did was, I took some of the person's hair. First, I cut out my image. I mean, I can't, I cannot create a puppet whatsoever. So first I took my, what I use here. I used a yellow bandana, and I just took a black marker. I traced out a little stick person, cut it out, flipped it inside out. I sewed all around there, and then I stuffed. For the poppets, get your person in mind. This is for healing. I don't do negativity with poppets, especially from somebody that is so close to me and that I love so much. So what I did is I used to make little clay faces. So I made it resemble the person as much as possible. So the hair, put the hair on the top. On the inside are herbs. So you can do herbs depending on the situation. So all through here, and especially in the upper chest area, is where I had the healing going on. And that, okay, diabetics, that do their fingers. That is actually one small prick right there from my person's testing needle. She took her finger and it formed a perfect heart. So that was my validation for the healing, that it was going to go through, it was going to happen. So the whole time I did this, I laid my compass, just like you would do in traditional witchcraft. I called in my ancestors. I called in God, Goddess, Hecate, Lilith, Iana, Pan, Azazel for healing. Very cool energy that came in. I did do Reiki on this. I do Reiki on this when it's needed. The stems, I have stems in there, and specific roots for healing. So the legs are made of stems and roots. And then the hands, and all the way up into the head, has like sage, and just healing herbs, lavender, herbs for diabetes, herbs for just anything that is going to affect this person, this said person. So I did that. So you cast your, or you light your compass, craft your doll. Make sure to always thank the energies that you have invited into your compass. And then what I do is I use my triangle of manifestation, and I will charge up different quartz, like quartz crystal. I'll charge up different healing stones. And say, for instance, I want to say this person right here has a stomach problem. So I would lay, I don't want to drop my little person. So I would lay my little person. I treat it like it's a real being, because it's so energized. It's got so much energy in it that it literally becomes almost like a child. You have to take care of these. So I would lay my crystals wherever on the body I thought it needed. I also took sage, and I saged the person. And like at nighttime when I'm doing my prayers, I'll kind of, wherever I think the person is in need of healing, I will kind of like, if say your hands are sore, I'll kind of massage the hands on here and give my own energy into the doll or the poppet and I use Reiki to affect your desired targets. So yeah, they turn out really good. I've had this one for quite a while. And I mean, you can get as creative as you want with these two. There's no really set anything for making your own poppet. This is healing. So always treat your poppet with respect and as if it's a child, because it is going to take on a life of its own. It's going to become that person, an extension of that person. So always treat it with respect and care. I did make a small bed for it, so it has its own bed. And I'll just do any kind of, any healing. I'll place herbs or charms around it to what I think the person needs. I'll talk to it. I'll tell it, oh, you're healthy and you feel good and you're full of love and your body feels amazing and your mind is at peace and you have just so much love radiating through you and you're full of health and healing and happiness and joy and peace and you're filled with, obviously this person is Christian, so with God's love always. And that's how I work my poppets and that's how I create them. So it just depends. It just depends on your intent for the poppets. So I do have a little thing from my grimoire that I would read for you. So this kind of just gives some advice for creating your doll. Make sure first, set your intent, what you want to do with it. Healing is always very good, so stick with healing. I'm sticking with healing. So my intent is to heal. If you can get anything from the person, do so. Get the thing. I was lucky enough to get hair and blood. Use any kind of material that you want. Get crafty with the doll. But just remember to treat it with respect. And because it is going to become a living extension of that person. So, if that makes sense. So yeah, cast your, light your compass, and then invite the energies in that you want. Whatever specific deities or spirits that you work with, your spirits, your angels, your guides, God, Goddess, Jesus, Christ consciousness, Buddha, any kind of even Mary, the saints work good. And then for the head, these are just some examples of what you can use inside of your spirit doll or poppet. So for the head, you can actually use a piece of brain coral, favorite headscarf, or a bundle of your own hair. So I did do the bundle of hair. I don't have a piece of coral in there. I just have different herbs. I have sage inside of the head. Pretty sure. It's been a while. And for the spine, you can use cardboard reinforced wire, a fish vertebrae, which I don't think I could do. Maybe. I can't do that. Several small thread spools on a stick. Wipe it with some of your own sweat or spit. And that is for the spine. That is for the spine. For the heart, a little red heart bag is what you're going to make. Made from dirt from your own home, sugar, and blood pricked from your ring finger. An Adam and Eve root, a piece of rose quartz. So those are just some examples of what you can use for the heart. And then you have the lungs. You can use 2 pieces of sponge with your breath on them, 2 balloons with sesame seeds in them. And the lungs, I did put sesame seeds in to represent that. And I just kind of took you know how when you dry out a root from a dandelion, and it kind of just gets, I have a root inside of the chest cavity for the lungs. And then for the intestines, white yarn soaked in vegetable juice, which is, I did not do that. Did not do that one. So, I do have herbs in there though that are for that. For the kidneys, 2 pieces of clay mixed with your urine. I didn't do that. I'm not very fond of using urine in anything besides the toilet. Okay, the breasts and the uterus. Okay, a small ball of cotton with seeds soaked in milk, a ball of cotton with pear seeds soaked in menstrual blood or pubic hair. And yeah, that's very traditional witchcraft right there. Very traditional. I did not do that. I had to alter this. So I'm just picking out and kind of revising it to fit my own needs. Okay, for the penis, raccoon penis bone rubbed with semen. Don't know where you would actually get that. Short stick from your home rubbed with semen. I didn't do that either. I think that is, there's a time and a place for sex magic, and nope, I don't think this is the place. If you're working on yourself, go ahead and do it. But I think it's kind of gross. Okay, for the arms and legs, chicken bones and body hair. Hands and feet, nail clippings, matchsticks, and toothpicks for fingers and toes. And I actually do have, I think I have some chicken bones in there too. And I do have some matchsticks in there. So, your finished product should be like this. It should be like this. Something similar. You can do clay, make it out of clay. And that's pretty much it. It's very simple to create and construct a doll, a Poppet. And what I did this too right here. You give the doll a secret name and you cover it for 9 days. Then have a party. Invite a close group of friends or ancestors' spirits and introduce the doll to them. So I did that within the ritual after I constructed the doll and everything. So I did follow that. And then working with the doll. So to work with the doll, you're going to put your doll on your altar and feed it. Give it water and a candle. Have conversations with your doll. If you talk to your doll about problems, you can expect 2 things. Nobody will lie to you. 2, your business won't be dragged through the streets. Beyond that, give your doll what you are asking for. If you want $100, give him or her 100 pennies. And ask your doll to multiply it. So you can see that there are multiple workings that you can do with the doll. So again, this one is specifically for healing. To heal somebody that I love dearly. You can take your different crystals again. You can give them Reiki, but you always want to treat them with respect, because they are a living being, an extension of that person. So that is a little spirit doll that you can create. You can also, if you're attuned to Reiki, put in the left hand, which is this is the feminine because you receive from the left hand. The right hand is the masculine because you give. So I would put my hands over the doll like this. And I would just visualize, I would close my eyes and visualize the said person just being healed, having health, see that person happy, healthy, and it's a good idea to always say thank you in advance, and for the greater good of all, and for your greater good. And I feel bad because I'm kind of grabbing her by her neck. But this does work very well. Very well. So there are quite a few different possibilities with your doll that you create. So I have not created any more. I have not created any yet. I do plan on creating another one. They are supposed to be of yourself. But again, somebody else has needed healing. So I went ahead and I did that for said person to heal them. And it works to an extent. Always go to your doctor. Always go to your doctor. Don't disregard any medical advice. Always consult your doctor first. Always. And then go on with your alternative healing. Because if you're relying on faith healing only, then chances are that, if you have some serious illness or disease, you will end up somewhere where you don't want to be, that you don't need to be quite yet. And so yes, always consult your doctor first. And remember, it's only for entertainment purposes only. But it works, and then it doesn't, and then it does. So you really gotta work with the doll. You gotta build a relationship with that doll. And that's it. That's how you create your puppet. It's very different from here in the United States from England, the UK. They bake them with bread, all kinds of stuff. They make them out of clay, but you guys get the entire gist or the idea of Poppet Magic. So, Poppet Magic for healing. And that is pretty much it for today. So, I'll blog it. I will blog this for you guys. And if you do create your own, let me know below. Let me know how it works for you. And yeah, I love you all very, very much. Thank you for watching. Have fun crafting. Note, my candles, my big jumbo tea lights, I think they're bigger. They're a lot bigger this time. And they have a burn time of 8 hours instead of 4. So I have only 12. I could only obtain 12 of those. So those will be coming next month, the 4th. Cross your fingers. Because I have a lot of people emailing me asking me for those. So yes, they're still there. They're coming. But alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe. I give all my love to you guys. Karen, again, thank you so much. I'm actually going to message you here soon. So, alright guys, I love you with all my heart. And everybody, have a great day. And let me know how your dolls go. Or Poppet. So, alright guys, have a good day.